So yes, it is true. I got notification from my recruiter saying that I was disqualified for service because of my vision. Let me tell you the story. So first of all, I know I'm blind, okay? I wouldn't say blind because I can see to record this video, but my vision is not 20/20 without these glasses or if I'm wearing contacts, right? So I go to MEPS, first time in MEPS, and I get my physical, you do the medical, all that type of stuff. Passed everything. I get to my vision and they say, hey, we need to schedule you for a consult. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever that means. So I go to the consult, time fly by, I go to the consult, and the guy takes us on the bus, me and two other people, this guy and this girl, and we go to this eye doctor in a different city. And we're going through the tests and we're sitting in there, and the thing that kind of got me was you're testing my eyes and they using all these machines and stuff. And nobody ever, it was never to the point where, you know how you go in an eye doctor office and they say, which one is better, number one or number two? Well, that never happened, right? So it was mostly machines. And there was a bunch of different machines I've never seen before and a bunch of tests that I've never seen before. And I guess they wanted to check and see if maybe, you know, there was something seriously wrong with my eyes, like some type of medical issue or whatever it may be. So I get the results back. And what's crazy is that I couldn't even see my own results there at the doctor. The only results I got was whether or not I got the vision waiver or not. And I got the text message from the recruiter and he's like, hey, they disqualified you for your vision. And so he sent me the letter, and the letter says something along the lines like, my myopia is too high. And when I had the actual prescription from that doctor, it said that my prescription was -13 in one eye and then like -12.25 in the other eye or something. I said, what? And they say, your stigmatism is too bad. And I go, I know I have stigmatism, but no doctor has ever told me that I have a serious issue in my eyes to where it's that bad, right? So I talk to my mentor and he tells me like, hey, you need to appeal that. That's a hint for you if you're ever dealing with some stuff like that through your process. And I went to my doctor and I brought the letter to him, and luckily that doctor actually used to do contract work for the military, so he knows how strict they can be or know the ins and outs of everything. So he ended up taking my vision and doing the measurements and all that, and he said, I don't agree with what MEPS has said with your vision. He said there's no way that you have because they said I had like a -15, and he said there's no way you have a -15 and you can read 20/20 with glasses on. I even read 20/15. So he's like, there's no way that you can read that with glasses or contacts on and have a vision of -13 and -12.25. So he disagreed with that. He wrote a letter for MEPS. We sent that in. I am highly positive and highly, I have no doubt that we can turn this approval thing around. But here's the other news. Funny that I had another recruiter reach out to my recruiter, and she helped me out, and she pretty much called me back and said they technically didn't disqualify you, but they didn't qualify you either. So I'm like, oh, okay, I didn't know that. Because my plan was, if I'm disqualified, for now, I'm not permanently disqualified. I'll just go get LASIK. I'll work, go get LASIK, and then come back in 6 months or more and go for it again. I mean, I'm only 28. I'll be 29 in March. To do officer, it's like 32 is the age, so I still got, some years, right? But that's the plan right now. Is they sent the letter up to the chain of command or whoever they need to send it to, so they can get this, so somebody can approve my vision waiver, so I can go ahead and get started and go to training and OCS. So they are doing that right now. So I'm kind of in a waiting period right now. So the good news is there's a chance that they will approve it. I think it's a high chance because my vision right now is not -13, it's -9 and -8.5. That's way off. It's crazy. It's way off than what they measured. This is just my opinion and my opinion only. I feel like that some of the doctors and MEPS learned their job off of YouTube, but that's a whole nother story. The doctor disagreed with the MEPS doctor. I have my prescription. I mean, these glasses right now is the same prescription. The last time I went to the eye doctor, I think was, over 6 months ago, and he's like, your vision didn't change much from the last time, like maybe a decimal, a hundredth of a decimal. And he's like, the glasses you have now are pretty much the same. And I'm like, so what the hell they was doing? But that's out of my, what they do on their side is out of my control, but what's in my control is making sure that I get the paperwork, make sure that I dispute what the decision that they're saying, and then go ahead and get this moving. At one point they was talking about doing like a congressional or something, and I'm like, I looked that up, and it's like, you got to get a federal representative to represent you, and I'm like, it's not that serious. It's just a vision waiver. But it's all good. Keep moving, keep pushing. It's light at the end of the tunnel. So all you guys is watching, stay tuned for anything else in the future. And until next time, this is Ray Woods, channel Crab Out the Bucket. Guys, check out the other videos I have until I put some more out in the future. And I will talk to y'all later.